Okay, hello, welcome to Year 8 Music. I apologize for not being here in person, but I can't be. So, this is a little bit of an unusual way. It'll be a weird first lesson. Second lesson will be different because I'll be there and we'll do some stuff together. I'm going to do my best to give you a sample of what we do doing music and run us through some assessment that we're looking at this year, this term, I mean. And yeah, let's head on. Okay, so here we have some of our term one goals. So first one is the main thing, we're going to perform a variety of repertoire, so a whole bunch of different songs from different genres, different styles, really broad. And we're going to do that through singing and through instruments. We'll do them separately and we'll do them together. Just so you know, I will expect that we do singing together as a minimum as a class. It's the fastest way for me to teach you new songs and musical ideas. It's also, and scientific literature and research backs this up, it's the best way for your brain to learn new music. When it comes to assessment, if you feel very uncomfortable singing your assessment, some of them can be sung or played, whichever way, then you don't have to sing it. You can choose to perform it on a piano or something. That is fine. I'll say it one more time. As a class, it's my expectation that we sing together, and that way you actually get better at singing by doing it. Um, but for your assessment and what you get graded on, if you don't feel like singing, you can play it on the instruments. Alternatively, if you don't feel like playing the instrument, you can just sing it for most of the time. But we will be doing a combination. So, and next goal is to develop and practice basic theory knowledge. Stuff we did last year, like do, re, major second, note names, so C, D, E, D, C, or ta, ti, ti, ticka, ticka, ti, ti, that type of stuff. This first lesson will be a bit of revision on that, and then we'll develop that. Yeah, and then the last one, and this is exciting, so your composition task for this term is to write your own sea shanty, and I'll guide you on how that looks. Here is an overview, and hopefully those of you did this last year. I'll just get my little laser pointer out. This kind of makes sense. Obviously, we've had a weird start to the year. We're starting here, and so please don't please don't think I'm expecting you to complete this one here. Everything will just shift down a little bit, and if we don't get to Wayfaring Stranger performance as a performance, if we get to sing it as a class, fine, but if I don't get to assess it, I'm not too fussed because we will have seen this. So this is quite flexible. I hope you understand that. I'm allowed to move this around because I'll get at least something from each column, which is my requirement. Week 9 we've got exam block, and then week 10 we've got a catch-up week, and we'll finish off with some making music in class. You can see we've got composing, so writing out lyrics and actually writing your sea shanty. We've got performing. We're going to look at Ed Sheeran's Perfect. On instruments or singing or guitar. When I say instruments, I mean whatever instruments that you're wanting to learn this year. And responding is some theory stuff, some dictations, and some writing stuff. These aren't big writing things. They're about 100 words, so nothing too major. Let's move on into some oh, so homework. Homework this year, I sent home my homework requirement to what I want you to do for homework through email, because a lot of what I ask you to do is either to watch a video or to complete an online task. Most of my tasks are about 5 minutes long, and you can see when we do that in class, they're about 5 minutes long. So don't think, oh, it's going to take half an hour. It's going to be quite short. And if we do it consistently, that's what gets us better. Like I say here, I'll be clear and I'll explain it all in the email. So please check your emails. We will do this next lesson so I can actually see you and understand. But basically, I want to know, what do you want to learn or what do you want to do in music? And this, while I've already made the subject, the unit, what we're going to do, this helps me go, oh, okay, you said you really want to work on learning the bass, or getting your singing better or learning theory or whatever it is, then I can know in class I'll hit your goals a little bit more. Okay, let's start with a song. I'll sing first. If you do know it, sing along. I'll probably sing about 3 times and I'll get you to have a sing along. It's going to be a bit weird because I'm here playing and singing and you're just in the room with each other. Don't be scared about using your voices. It's my job to teach you how to sing. That is literally my job. It's what I do. So we can get better together if you're worried. Or if you're already singing well, help and model a good role model for the rest of the class. Think about the mood of the song while I go. Deep and dark is the sky at night, moon and stars grow bright. Dark is the night and our sorrow deep, in our heart hope we keep. I'll do it again. I won't add that second verse, I'm sorry. I'll just do the first one. Think about the mood. Deep and dark is the sky at night, moon and stars grow bright. Deep and dark is the sky at night, moon and stars grow bright. What type of mood do you have? You can yell it out the board, you can tell the teacher in charge, what type of mood do we have? Hopefully I'm thinking it's kind of a dark mood, and you can steal some types of mood from the word. It's kind of like, it's not bright and happy like a Disney princess, it's quite somber, serious almost. I'll do it one more time and then I'll get you to have a sing. Deep and dark is the sky at night, moon and stars grow bright. Sing with me. I'll play your notes up the octaves. Don't sing while I'm singing. Off we go. Deep and dark is the sky at night, moon and stars grow bright. One more time with me, then one time by yourself. Off we go. Deep and dark is the sky at night, moon and stars grow bright. I'll play the melody, I won't do any of the singing. 1, 2, off you go. I'm going to say it because I believe it's going to be true when I come back. Nice singing. Let's do it one more time together and then we'll move on. Off we go. Make it suit the mood of the song. So make your singing kind of moody, dark. Off we go. Deep and dark is the sky at night, moon and stars grow bright. Here's the second verse, just listen. Dark is the night and our sorrow deep, in our heart hope we keep. Nice work, let's move on. Here's a bit of sight reading. So once I explain this, I'm going to get you to pause the video and I'll get the teacher, I'll send the teacher a link and I'll get you to do some of this in class. It's probably going to take you about 5 minutes. If you run into any issues, please stop and then revise it together, listen to it and then do that. So on the Learning Hub, there is a video called, sorry, I'm in the, there we go. There is a video called Rhythm Builder Revision. It basically has all the rhythms from what you would have learned last year. If you weren't here last year, that's okay. That's why it's a revision. It's kind of a quick intro. At the start of each line, or little section, I've got the rhythms in time names. So ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. The next bar, I've got it in beat numbers. So this first one happens on beat 1. 1, 2, 3, and this one happens on the end of 3. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I've got it without any helpers at the bottom, because this is how we want to eventually be able to think about music. So we've got a little scaffold, and then you're on your own. And then it repeats. So can you pause this video now and go to the Learning Hub and go through this once. Do your best, don't forget to pause it, and if you have any issues, and just listen to that line, okay? Thank you. Okay, so you should have just completed the Rhythm Builder revision. I hope you went well. If not, we can focus on some stuff next lesson. Here's a game that I'm not going to teach now because it's a little bit interactive and it's going to be a bit weird. So we'll come back to this next lesson. So I want to revise some stuff and have a look at some theory. Can you please make sure you're sitting upright, ready for some singing? We know 2 scales from last year. And I'll stop myself there, and you're going, Mr. Golter, what is a scale? A scale is a musical term, and a scale is just a group of notes that have a particular sound. Yeah? There's lots of different scales. Let me play one. There's scales that sound a bit like Egypt. There's scales that can sound a little bit Japanese. It's just a group of notes. We know 2 scales from last year, our Do pentatonic or our major pentatonic. We know our minor pentatonic or La. We're going to revise these quickly today. So let's start with Do. Off we go. Do, re, mi, sol, la, do, la, sol, mi, re, do. One more time. Do, re, mi, sol, la, do, la, sol, mi, re, do. I'm going to make something up with this scale. Can you tell me what type of mood it has? What type of mood do you think it has? And I'll sit here and wait. Sorry to interrupt you if you're speaking, but hopefully you're saying it's kind of got this bright mood, it's kind of peaceful. Obviously, if I played something a bit faster, you might say that's energetic. But the thing I played, the kind of feeling of that set of notes is a bright, peaceful, some might say happy. Yeah, so that's our Do pentatonic scale. Let's start on C, because C is a good, I'm just going to go, I like purple, so we're going to do, purple is not going to work. Green, I like green as well. We're going to start on C. How we can put these scales onto pianos, and I'm sorry if you're a guitar player, I will do guitars next lesson. I just, can we do pianos today? It's going to be really good to visualize it that way. We have things called intervals. So we have Do to Re. The interval between that tells us how far away Do is to Re. So here we have Do. Do to Re is what we call a major second. Major second. So it skips one note. You see how I start on this C? Do. I skip this black note. and I got a re, do, re, major second. So that's how I know that note lives there. Do you remember what the interval from re, re to mi? Correct. It's also a major second. So we're going to start here, skip this note, and go mi, mi, so. Does it sound the same as do, re, mi, mi, so? It sounds a bit bigger, doesn't it? It's what we call a minor third. So, pardon me. And then we have sol, la. Does it sound like a major second or a minor third? Do, re, major second, re, mi, major second, mi, so is a minor third, sol, la. It's a major second. And our last note is our high do, do. And we go up here. We've got do, re, mi, sol, la, do. And la to do is a minor third because we're skipping 1, 2 notes. Can we sing that with our intervals? 1, let's go. Do, re is major second, re, mi, major second, mi, so, minor third, sol, la, major second, la, do, minor third. Let's go down. Do, la, minor third, la, so, major second, so, mi, minor third, mi, re, major second, re, re, do, major second. Fantastic. Can you please pause this video after I finish speaking, go to the piano, and see if you can play these notes. We've got C, D, E, G, A, D, D, A, G, E, D, C. Once you've done that, have 3 minutes. See if you can figure out what the notes would be if do equals G. Let's do G. Fantastic. Pause the video now and then come back. Okay, you should have had about 3 or 4 minutes. So hopefully you've played through do, re, mi, sol, la, do, la, sol, mi, re, do on C, and then you've given it a try on G. We'll look at the answers next lesson. Let's move on to our minor scale, or our la. Let's put a line, we know we're moving on. Let's sing. La, do, re, mi, sol, la. Off we go. La, do, re, mi, sol, la, sol, mi, re, do, la. One more time. La, do, re, mi, sol, la, sol, mi, re, do, la. What type? I'll make something up. You think about what mood this has. There we go. Hopefully, and the lights did a wonderful job of timing that, you have this dark feeling. Yeah, it's got this darkish feeling. In comparison to our, which has a kind of bright feeling. So for this one, we have a bright, let's see if I can get my finger. And in this one, we have a dark mood or dark feeling. Some might say sad, some might say gloomy, that type of stuff. So, tell me now and yell out at the screen, Are the notes the same? Is our solfa the same with do re mi sol la do la sol mi re do and la do mi la do re mi sol la? Has a different sound, but are we using the same solfa? Yes, we are. We're just starting on different notes. So, la do was a minor third. So let's sing our intervals. Do, re, major second, re, mi, sol, minor third, sol, la. I believe you can do it. Off we go. La, do, minor third, do, re, major second, re, mi, major second, mi, sol, minor third, sol, la, major second, let's go down. La, sol, major second, sol, mi, minor third, mi, re, major second, re, do, major second, do, la, minor third. So the intervals are the same. The solfa is the same, but the notes change. Let's have a look at that down here. Let's stay on C. La. La, do is a minor third. When we have a minor third, we skip how many? We skip 2 notes. So we're going to skip this black note, skip this white note, and we'll get to this guy here. That's going to be our do. I'll write it above because that black isn't happy with the green. La, do is an E flat or C, E flat. Do, re is a major second. So we skip 1 note, skip this one here. La, do, re. We get to this F. Re, mi, major second. Good. We skip it. We skip this note here and we go to this G. Nice. Mi, sol is a minor third. We get to this black note here. So above there. So it's a B flat. And then we go sol, la. Our bottom la is C. Our top la has to be C. Remember the solfa matches. So we're going to do a similar thing. Can you go away, have a play of that, and then once you've had a play of our minor pentatonic in la equals C, can you try and figure out, and it's okay if you can't, what it would be in la equals G? Good luck. Okay, so that was a pretty intense segment. Hopefully you've had a bit of a play. We'll have a look next lesson and how that went. Here's just a song I'd like us to learn so we can learn some things from it. It's a nice song. It's an American song, African American. Just have a listen. Summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Well, your daddy's rich and your mama is good looking. Now hush, little darling, don't you cry. This is a bit longer than the last one. Does this feel do-based or a bright feeling, or does it have a la feeling? I'll do it again. And summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Well, your daddy's rich and your mama is and your mama is good looking. Now hush, little darling, don't I think it's got that darker feeling. Let's do it phrase by phrase. I'll sing one, and then I'll point to you, and you sing back to me. Do your best. Off we go, summertime, and the living is easy. Off you go, summertime, and the living is easy. My turn. Fish are jumping, and the cotton is high. Off you go. Fish are jumping, and the cotton is high. Well, your daddy's rich, and your mama is good looking. Off you go. Well, your daddy's rich, and your mama is good looking. Now hush, little darling, don't you cry. Last one. Now hush, little darling, don't you cry. Let's try the full thing. If you don't get it this lesson, that's fine. It's a longer song than we've done before. It might take until the end of next lesson. Off we go, summertime, and the living is easy. Fish are jumping, and the cotton is high. Well, your daddy's rich, and your mama is good looking. Now hush, little darling, don't you cry. If you were paying attention, you might notice sometimes I change the song a little bit each time. I add some vocal slides. Don't you cry. This is something that we do in this style of music. It's almost jazz and blues, but it's a bit more folky. Let's move on. Here's a little fun song from the Caribbean. Just have a listen. Shut the door, keep out the devil. Shut the door, keep the devil in the night. Shut the door, keep out the devil. Light a fire, everything's alright. Light a fire, everything's alright. Nice. I'll do it one more time. Actually, let's just do it phrase by phrase. You're good at this. I'll do line by line. You come in after me, and then we'll do the whole thing. 1, 2, 3. Shut the door, keep out the devil. Off you go. Shut the door, keep out the devil. My turn. And shut the door, keep the devil in the night. Off you go. Shut the door, keep the devil in the night. My turn. Shut the door, keep out the devil. Off you go. Shut the door, keep out the devil. Light a fire. Oh, sorry. I've just put light a candle here. It should be light a fire. Light a fire, everything's alright. Light a fire, everything's alright. Last two phrases. Off you go. Light a fire, everything's alright. Light a fire, everything's alright. Let's do the whole song. Off we go. Shut the door, keep out the devil. Shut the door, keep the devil in the night. Shut the door, keep out the devil. Light a fire, everything's alright. Light a fire, everything's alright. Forgive my mistakes. I read candle, my mind said to go say fire, and I tried to say both. This is a nice little song. Can we do it one more time because it's so short? The candle fire in here. Come on. There we go. Off we go and shut the door. Keep out the devil. Shut the door. Keep the devil in the night. Shut the door. Keep out the devil. Light a candle. Everything's alright. Light a candle. Everything's alright. Nice work. Here's a sea shanty. So this is going to help us understand how sea shanties work. So let's learn it. Starts a bit high. All on the bowling, so early ships are rolling. All on the bowling home. Actually, hindsight's great. Let's change key. And all on the bowling, the burly ships are rolling. All on the bowling home. As you listen, think about what's repeated and what changes. Off I all on the bowling, so early in the morning. All on the bowling home. All on the bowling, the old man's a groaning. All on the bowling home. All on the bowling, it's a far cry to payday. All on the bowling home. What do you think they might? When do you think they might have sung this song? Remember, we're talking about sea shanties. They're on the ship. What are they doing? There's lots of questions I asked there. Let's start with simpler. What are they doing on the ship? What's this song about? All on the bowling, all on the bowling hole. What's bowling? It's actually a short way of saying bowline, but it sounds better to sing all on the bowling instead of all on the bowline. So this is something they would change words to make it fit in the song. So they're obviously working. And they say it twice, and they've got this little ending. What happens in the middle is that it changes. The burly ships are rolling. It's early in the morning. The old man's are growling. Who do you think the old man is? The captain, I think. And it's a far cry to payday. So they're a bit sad because they're not going to be paid for a while. And I'm sure it wasn't easy work. So this would have been sung when they're hoisting the sails or doing their normal pulling ropes on the ship. Can you sing as much as you can with me? At least try and go, all on the bowling. Happens twice. All on the bowling home. Off we go. All on the bowling, the burly ships are rolling. All on the bowling home. All on the bowling, so early in the morning. All on the bowling home. All on the bowling, the old man's a growling. All on the bowling home. All on the bowling, it's a far cry to payday. All on the bowling home. Nice. Looking forward to hearing you sing that. Let's move on. So here are some homework things, or here are some things. So we've kind of reached the end of the lesson. Then hopefully you've still got some time left. I'm unsure. Here are some things, and I'll send an email out tomorrow afternoon. Here are just some links for revision stuff. Remember, this is the start of year 8. I don't expect you to remember everything we did in year 7. We threw a lot at you. The first one is just a keyboard exercises showing me that, you know where C, D, E, F, G, A all live, and B. I forgot B. And then here's a reverse one, which kind of does it on the staff. And then here's an interval one. Start here and see how you go. If this one is really easy, that's fine. Go on to this one. If this one's hard, just do one. Like I said, there should be about 10 questions, and they should take you about, I don't know, maybe 2.5 minutes. You can do them on the way home. You can do them anywhere, if you have a phone or a device. And then here's one. It's keyboard intervals. So the same stuff. The la do do re re mi re major second re do, that type of stuff, but it's on a keyboard. So give that a go. I'll send the email out tomorrow. Here's something you can do now if we have some time left. This is a nice little piece, uses a pentatonic scale. Can you, yeah, I might email this out to you on the day or give the teacher some copies so you can sit at the piano to play it, or guitar. Guitarist, I'll take care of you next lesson. It's just a bit hard to do it over PowerPoint. So, mi, re, do, re, mi, so, mi, re, do, re, mi, so, la, mi, la, so, mi, re, do. Use the pentatonic scale, and all we've got is T, 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 T's. Remember, this one is just T, T, singular T, and then we've got some tickers here. So can you have some time, whatever time until you've finished the class? See if you can play this. If you can play it in one hand. Put it in both hands. Ooh. I need to practice. If you want to try it on the bass, you've got the notes there. And I think there's some bass notes in the book. If that's really good, see if you can make up a bass line to it. Let me. I just went down the scale. Or just make up some notes, but see if you can have a play. I'm looking forward to actually teaching you next time I see you. And have a great day, and thank you.